So we are live and it's exactly 7 p.m.
Wow, that's good.
Namaste.
Namaste, good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Namaste.
Good evening, everybody. Namaste to all of you.
So let us see who's online with us. So if you are watching us and you can hear us, you can just say a hi. So I have someone saying hi, Ekta. So hi. So Paras, do we begin?
Yes, so namaste, everybody, and warm welcome to October 1st. And we are here today to talk a lot about what's happening in this month. And I have a wonderful friend of mine, a core committee team member of Tavamitram, Shalaka. Hi, Shalaka, and over to you for now.
Yes. Hi, Paras. Hi, Ekta. Yes, I'm really excited for the session that we have today. Really looking forward to it. So, first of all, let me just say hello, everyone. Namaste. Good evening to all those who have joined us. And also, hello, Paras. Hello, Ekta. It's really good to have you together here today. Looking forward to having this session. And but to begin, I will just quickly tell a couple of lines about myself. I'm Shalaka Tambe. I'm a Mitra coach with Tava Mitram. I'm also a mental strength professional and a corporate and life coach. And I'm here today with Dr. Paras and Ekta, the founders of Tava Mitram. And we are here today to, open a brilliant and unique drive that we are here to share with you. And so, for that, first of all, I would like to extend a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us. So, welcome everyone for that. And let me just quickly now share with you why we are here, because I'm sure you must be curious what this session is all about, what we are doing together here. So, we are here to launch an exclusive drive by Tava Mitram for the month of October, and the drive is Mental Health Matters. Now, we are going to discuss about this campaign, this drive in detail shortly. Dr. Paras and Ekta are going to share their views, their vision around it. So, we'll do that shortly. But before that, I would like to, tell you a bit more about who are we, why are we here, what is this session about. So let us briefly go to that. And for that, I would like to start with a Sanskrit mantra. It is called as a Swasti mantra. So I will just take you through that because I think it is very apt for the session that we are going to have today. So the mantra goes something like this. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चिदखमग्मवेत् Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, this is a very powerful mantra for humanity with a very profound meaning to it. So, what does this mantra really mean then? So, if you see Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, may all be happy. Sarve Santu Niramaya, may all be without any disease. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, may all creatures experience well-being. And then, Ma Kashchida Khamagmaveta, which means, let everyone experience well-being and there be misery for none. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let peace be everywhere. So as I said, it is a very apt and powerful mantra for this session. And why so? In today's unprecedented and uncertain times that we all are facing, we all are experiencing, it's become extremely important to balance our emotional, psychological, and social well being. And it's also become very crucial to take care of ourselves, of our loved ones, and become a responsible community and contribute towards the well-being of humanity as a large. So, with precisely this purpose, Tavamitram has come up with a drive for the month of October, which is called Mental Health Matters. And it is aimed at raising awareness around mental health, but also bringing attention and focus on how we can, through various ways, strengthen our minds. So, before we go into the details of this campaign, of this drive that we are going to have, let me quickly talk about what is Tavamitram, who we are. So, Tavamitram is a non-profit initiative with the aim of raising mental health awareness around the globe. Now, this idea took shape in 2016, and it was founded on 15th March 2019 by Dr. Paras Ekktaa Opening. Now, locally, Tavamitram aims at building an emotionally strong India. And we at Tavamitram are working towards empowering individuals, every person, to heal themselves, to rebuild their lives, one step at a time, through the power of group coaching. Now we have our wonderful team of compassionate Mitra coaches. We have our passionate volunteers who are working towards making people realize that the power to change, to make any change, lies within you. And with this precise purpose, we have been conducting various campaigns online and offline. And one of the recent campaigns that we did in the month of May, it was a very unique campaign which was called as My Mental Health, My Priority. And I would now request Dr. Paras, to share his views, his vision around what this campaign was about. Also talk about what Tavamitram is, what was the thought process behind the campaign, what is his vision, what is that drives Tavamitram. So, Paras, over to you. Would you like to share your vision with us?
Yes, and thank you so much for sharing the mantra. I think that was so profound to set the context of humanity at large is so very important. And with this tough situation that we are all sailing through, experiencing various emotions and fears that we're experiencing in ourselves and in the community at large. So thanks once again for enchanting and vibrating this whole environment, and whoever are listening to us. Thank you all for joining in here. So I'd like to share about in the month of May, we started, I think it started in the month of December. Ekta and I, we wanted to create a particular program which could empower people. And later on, we were planning to launch in the month of March. It was a professional program. And then I realized that at this moment, rather than business, it's more about humanity, to reaching out people. And we launched this program, which is called My Mental Health, My Priority. The meaning of itself says that accountability is very, very important. And in these tough times, I've seen people into various spaces they've gone through and struggling to support themselves and be strong and be accountable. So this particular program, that it's a video series of 12 videos, which is a power pack videos, which covers concepts like depression, self-acceptance, stress, and a lot of powerful theories and concepts of transaction analysis. So how one can empower by late Eric Berne theory. And it proved out to be one of the very superseding journey. We started with very limited registrations, about 300, 400. And today, from the month of May till now, if you say, we have crossed more than 6,200 plus registration for corporates, for local, for people, a common man who could relate to this. So it has been a very, very inspiring and empowering journey. And we got a lot of feedback, a lot of positive feedback, saying that this was one of the best things that we could ever get a gift from people or humanity or or a community at large. So I felt this was a very apt time that the heart just said that, hey, let's flow with empowering people. And we were very successful because we got a lot of support from not only India, but we got it from more than 25 countries. So that itself was a very, very huge accomplishment to getting support. People are referring this particular free certification program where everyone is sharing with each other, and it seems to be just an ongoing journey, and there is no stop. And that also confirms that, if 6,000 people can register in a span of 3 months, that means the awareness is rising. People are acknowledging mental health work, or mental health is no longer a stigma or a shame. People are acknowledging and coming forward and learning and upgrading their psycho education. And the data that we saw, we were amazed with the kind of recognition and care and love, and we got it from the whole world around. So it is pretty interesting and insightful. Also, for people who are looking forward for this particular program to take it right away, you can see it on the screen. You can log into our website and just go for My Mental Health, My Priority, and attend the program. If you get stuck anywhere, you always have an option called as technical support. You can chat with our technical support. We are a not-for-profit group, so we may not be very active to provide you immediate support, but in a span of, say, 3 to 4 hours, some or the other person responds to it, or we can email it to you as well. And we also did a lot of, and this is an online program, so you don't require any one of us. You can just upgrade yourself. But if you require to, want to ask questions more, you can always write to us at either info@tawamitram.org. And our goal of this particular campaign is to building emotion and strengthening people. So we are a community, a growing community with a mission to empowering people at large. And so that was a lot of fabulous thing that I could remember. The idea is to support, to contribute in whatever sense that we could do it. And it's not to think for yourself today or for your family. I still remember my sister Ekktaa and I, we were during the lockdown period, the pandemic is all there. And we were driving on the roads, and we saw empty roads with nobody and very few shops. And I felt that if I'm happy tomorrow, I would not like to see this way if I'm happy with myself or my family, because I want to look at my community being happy, enjoying. There's a lot of traffic, there are a lot of people around, and they have their own journeys of life. Even if that noise is like, it's no longer a noise, because I could understand the importance that there's so much to have it in our system. So so that's something which comes to my mind at this moment.
No, absolutely. That listening to your vision, the thought process behind this, the whole campaign, how it shaped out, and still a lot of people are benefiting from this campaign. I know a lot of people are still taking that online certification, and it's really touching so many lives. And as you said, building emotions and strengthening people. I mean, at one level, it is building individually for yourself, raising your self-awareness, and on one level it's also a community work where we are raising the awareness of a collective. So it's beautiful the way you've shared it. And I must share from my own experience, I have benefited immensely from these learning videos, because I've myself taken it, and it's and if I may share something very important here, that one of the response that we've got is the video learning series is so rich on its content. I mean, the content that has been gone into it, and the detailing that has gone into it, it's amazing. And I'm sure the response that we've got is wonderful. So, Ekktaa, I think I would now like to request you to share with everyone, what kind of response we've got, what kind of feedback we have received, since the launch of that campaign up till now. And I think you could really wonderfully shed some light on it and, share some interesting things with everyone. So over to you, Ekta.
Thanks, Shalaka. And as we are talking about, the experience about how the certification program went or how are people, finding the program. We just have in our chat series. I mean, I have a comment from Poonam Jain where she has specifically mentioned, I have done this video series. It's a wonderful series, lots of learning. So thanks, Poonam, for sharing your views. And, like I've mentioned in the chat section that, please share it with your friends and family members because that's the aim. It's absolutely a noble cause. It's at no cost. No one is going to pay a single penny to undergo this program. So please go ahead and share it with your friends and family members, share it with them and let them make the best use of it. So coming back to you, Shalaka, when we started this campaign in the month of May, we reached out to a couple of people and we told them, we are launching this campaign and we need honest views. Let us know. So they were very happy. So we got a lot of feedback from people. We got some video feedback. I mean, people shared their reviews in the form of videos, in the form of emails, and we were very, very happy. We reached roughly 1,000 registrations in the month of May, if I'm not wrong, Paras.
Yeah.
So, it was like amazing. I was like in the span of 30 days without doing any form of marketing, just by word of mouth, we were able to reach 1,000 people. It felt really, really good. That was a kind of receipt that yes, we are on the right path. And the best part of it is, I don't go all the time on, website and check how many people we have reached, but sometime back when I checked, every month the way I saw increase. And yes, like Paras mentioned, we are 6,200 plus registrations. So precisely Paras at 6,000. I just went on the website right now and I was just checking. We're roughly 6,318 registrations.
Wow.
Exactly. That's what I'm on the website and I was checking.
It's good to know, yeah.
Absolutely. And the best part is, so many people underwent this program from different parts of the world. We went back and we saw the stats. So there's so many, we have 50 plus different countries where we're able to reach, like Philippines, USA, Germany, UAE, UK, Canada, Peru, Morocco, Netherlands. There's so many countries, Dubai, Oman, and we're just counting.
Yeah.
Honestly, when we started, I'll tell you, when we started walking ahead in the month of May, many people questioned us as to, this is such a rich content. How come you're giving it absolutely for free? We can't believe this. There are people who asked us, are you sure this is free?
Mm.
Some even took it in writing from us that, later on you're not going to charge. These were kind of, some people were laughing at us as in a way, such rich content and you're giving it for free. Are you sure, Paras? Are you sure, Ekta? These were kind of things that we heard from people. But Paras was very clear. And I would just go back to my roots, my basics, because my mother had taught me this. Contribution is not about I have it in abundance and then I share it. Contribution is about what I have and in that how much I share.
True.
So she said, if it's all right if we don't have too much of wealth, you have Goddess Saraswati, she is blessing you. Why don't you go ahead and do something on that way, in that particular way? And that's where this entire idea went on, and we were like all in Josh, motivated. Let's do it, and rigorously following up with people, rigorously telling people we are doing this campaign. We also did I would say programs with different organizations where we had half an hour or 1 hour session in the drive where we spoke about this campaign. Also, when people underwent the series, they had questions. So we personally had attended to those questions, and the response was phenomenal, Shalaka.
So it's yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, trust me, that I'm now just going in this moment when I just went all of that, that flashback. So feels amazing that yes, we are on the right path, and it feels happy. Something shifts when you see delighted faces, happy faces. So it feels good. Thank you.
I absolutely see a very delighted face in you right now, and the way you were talking about it, your passion and your involvement was coming so much louder. Even if I'm, just there is a screen between us, but still I can feel the vibes, how you are feeling about this whole thing. And when there is such a good intention behind it, I'm sure that's the reason why the response is what you have shared with us. And one more important thing I really like what you shared, that we have something to give back to the society. So in Marathi, my native language, as we say, आपल्या समाजाला काहीतरी देणं लागतं.
True.
बरोबर.
They, that is the core to it. What we can give back, what in our capacity, what can we do for the society, for the community at large? And precisely why even I'm so delighted to be a part of this team and be associated with this work. So thank you for having all of us together with you in this journey. So now that we have all this idea about what's the drive about, the vision, mission behind it, moving ahead, I would request both of you to share about the October drive, Mental Health Matters. What can the audience expect, what it is really all about, and what is in store for this month, for this journey in October. And also I have a couple of curious questions. Why did we choose October for this drive, the month of October? And also, there is something which is coming to my mind right now, which Paras shared just some time back about, a movement. He was talking about just feel movement or something. So I'm curious about, because this is coming up to me right now. So would you guys, share about these things? I'm giving the floor to you. So please share with everyone.
Yes.
The curiosity is high. I can sense it. Wow.
I'm curious. I mean, what's really going behind it? So I'm myself really eager to listen to this.
Thank you. So this is just feel more. It's a feeling that I want to check in with all of you. It's like a movement, like can you feel in the moment what you're feeling? A lot of people have actually forgotten to get in touch with their own self. When I ask somebody how do you think, you are just at a very cognitive level. But when I ask somebody how do you feel, it moves from cognition to the body sensation. So maybe what I would like to invite you all, if you're ready to do just this simple technique, is called just feel it. Okay? I would request all of you to just close your eyes, okay, and feel what you're feeling in the moment. And if you like to keep your eyes closed for a little longer, I would also like you to feel the poem that I have for all of you on mental health. So if you're ready, I'll be happy to narrate, to share my poem. So the poem is that I wrote last week. It's the importance of mental. Spending all night and watching the screen, we have lost peace somewhere in between. The craze for the things have made us forget taste of real peace. That like a spirit meet us only in our dreams. What are we chasing for? What we exactly are. Fulfilling the desires of hearts. We have ignored the most important part of our body, of our existence. The part that enables us to think. That's exactly the main thing to which we pay the least heed. Our brain, our mental state. We neglect it the most, while it deserves the best care. For it is the planner, it is our helper, to fulfill the heart desires, to become perfect sapiens. So I would like you to just check right now, how are you feeling at this moment? But just keeping your eyes closed, and if you're ready to open your eye, just check, how are you feeling? And if you are watching us, maybe just type it. How are you feeling at this moment when you got connected to yourself? And how frequently do we do that?
I just felt that we continue this. It was such a relief.
Absolutely. I felt through that poem, it was a sense of, getting back in touch with our real selves, getting back in touch with who we are. That's what it was leading me towards. So it was really calming.
Like,
Now that tells me, Paresh, my system, my brain works a lot, so I could sense that.
I think that was the fundamental reason we started this campaign, this program series in the month of October. As you know, 10th October is a World Mental Health Day. So, just to talk a little bit about a drive of mental health matters. And this month, we're coming up almost with 12 to 15 programs. And Ekta would be very great to share a little bit more details, but I would like to share some portion that's really intrigued me to run this program. I think there's a huge requirement for all of us to increase the sensitivity about mental health. We spend a lot of money in shopping, buying a lot of things, but we do not spend time in investing and understanding, exploring, like watching outside the window for hours, but we don't know, is this something that I need to explore within me and check with myself? So in this coming 1 month, you'll actually explore a lot of learnings from different angles. We have different experts from different industries talking about their experience about mental health and how important is it to be sensitive towards mental health. Important is to take care of yourself, of your family well-being, because when you take care of yourself, you are taking care of your family, your future generations, your society, your people in your company at large, and the community that's where you're building in. So mental health matters. It really matters today. We need to talk. This pandemic has taken a toll on so many people. Every alternate day, I hear people committing suicide. I hear people talking about a lot of anger issues are coming in, a lot of turmoil, a lot of expression of emotions which are dysfunctionally expressed. So seems to be there's a huge requirement for all of us to come together and share with the world that, hey, empathy, care, compassion, deeper understanding, that's no problem is very big and no problem is very small. It is something which is struggling. It is making you feel uncomfortable. So let's talk about it. You can join our group coaching sessions, register for the same. Or if you want to volunteer and support, you can feel free anytime. But mental health matters means to me and to everybody out here to raise the awareness of mental health, not just outside beauty and outside health, physical health, but also mental health. So that's something which I could resonate a lot more about mental health matters. And I look forward to invite you all for this coming series that we have for all of you.
I think Paras has wonderfully, explained the background, you can say, the intent behind it. What is the need of the hour? What we all need to do right now, and the need of having many more conversations, open conversations. So that's exactly what we need. So Ekta, I would like you to, share in detail about what are these sessions going to be. Can you talk about it in detail for the audience?
Sure, sure. Thanks, Shalaka, for inviting this session, because it's very important to have a detailed discussion about mental health matters, the entire drive. So, Paras has already given us a beautiful idea, the thought behind it. So, it is all about finding out the alternative ways to heal our own selves. So, while we were, thinking about this, how do we run this drive? What do we do different? Because 10th of October is World Mental Health Day. We were thinking about, how about we get different people, different professions, different countries, different cities. We all, because it is a global digital platform, we all go virtually live. So how about we connect the dots? We have people registered in different countries. Why not get back to them and tell them about this particular event that we want to, this drive that we want to run to raise mental health awareness. And that's how we decided to come up with panel discussions. So we have roughly 12 to 15 panel discussions planned for this entire month. And it is something which the topics are brilliant. What we thought about is, uh, if someone is lonely out there and doesn't want to talk to anyone, how about giving them certain other tips, like they can heal themselves by adopting an animal. So we have certain topics like healing with animals. It has always been spoken about women, but it is also time that we talk about men. So we have programs like mental health for men. We have programs like mental health for women as well. We're going to talk about very serious topics like body shaming. We would be talking about very I would say very delicate and softer topics like uh, inner self and the external beauty and the internal beauty. So the program name is the mental makeup. Tomorrow we have another beautiful program where we will be talking about philosophy of Gandhi. It is something really, really interesting how it is related to mental health. And at the same time, I would rather say Dr. Paras has wonderfully come up with another idea about connecting the dots globally. So we have a program about mental health, the global perspective. So how about we look at mental well-being all over the globe? So it is not about just me, myself, my place where I say my city or my country. We're just talking about one world. We're
True.
all together in this.
Very
So,
true.
these 12 programs, that 12, 15 programs that we have planned, it is planned in a way. We also want to talk about neuroscience and music.
Mm.
How does it impact the brain and how can one heal himself or herself? So that is, I mean, various alternative ways. We're going to be talking about yoga and naturopathy. We would also be talking about changing mental health. We have invited five different people from different generations, and they would be talking about, how has mental era changed. And let me tell you, all of these people, they are various different professions. Some of them are authors, some of them are housewives, counselors, coaches. We have HR professionals. We have yoga specialists. We have someone from the Ayurveda. So various people, various background. Celebrity coach. We also have someone who is into fitness world, someone who is a nutritionist, someone who is into image consulting, someone who is into the field of IT, uh, various professions. And trust me, all of them have this drive within them to contribute, to come forward and speak up. And because all of them believe in making India and making global a stronger place when it comes to emotions.
Absolutely.
I mean, depression or any other, emotional weakness is no more a stigma.
Absolutely.
Mental health is no more a stigma. Let's openly talk about it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's the idea behind it. So I'm very glad and I'm very thankful that we have people from different cities, different professions, different countries coming together, spending their valuable time, and opening up themselves when it comes to these discussions. So I'm very thankful to all of you people who have joined us, agreed to contribute your time, contribute your skills on this particular platform. And let me tell, I mean, I would also say I'm very proud of you, Paras. I'm very proud of you, Shilaka. You're really helping us bring on this platform very beautifully. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Also, to share with you all, along with this, what the audience can expect.
Yeah.
So the audience can expect different perspectives of people, different perceptions. So there is no absolute reality. It's all varied perceptions. So we may learn from various different perspective how people are handling, coping, managing stress, emotions, well-being. Okay. We also could look at the journey from mental health moving to mental well-being today. So it's just not about counseling or therapy or medication, or people are changing their perspective at various levels depending upon how they have received success. So we want to hear more. And also to remember, we are not doctors or somebody who can prescribe medication. Our platform at the Women's Room absolutely is not prescribing any medications by any of the professionals who come here. So if you're looking for a doctor or medical support, please connect to your local doctor in your local city. But on the other end, you can actually learn a lot from people's narratives. Rich stories are going to be unfolded in these discussions. So it's like we're just trying to stir this tough time, but we are all together in it. Remember, we may not be in the same boat, but we are sailing in the same ocean.
True.
So there is a huge requirement for all of us to have a feeling of togetherness, building resilience, to bounce back, to hope that the light is not at the end of the tunnel, the light is within us. Let's
Yes.
let's be together and support each other. Also understand maybe a different alternate ways of healing yourself. As you know that mental health is no longer a stigma today. So it's very important for all of us to look at it from various different lenses, what Ekta brought it for all of us. And thank you, Ekta, for the same, for endorsing all of us and the community at large and inviting people across the globe to support mental health. And thank you, people, for coming across with your valuable time, energy. And something interesting that I would like to share with you all, I'm sure it must be exciting there's a big news on our way, and we'll be announcing it on October 10th, so stay tuned.
Wow. Definitely. I'm also looking forward to it. Sounds really interesting.
When you say big news and you tell us to wait, it is something that doesn't work for me. You have to tell me right away. That's the instinct that I get. I
That's
need
the
to work on my mental calmness right now. Just now, like Paris mentioned about this big news on 10th of October. I could also just further add something to it because yes, it's big news and we are celebrating this drive. We're talking openly about how can we heal ourselves. What do we learn from the universe around? What do we learn from people? How can people come? How can people inspire? People are going to come and talk on this particular platform, and definitely they're going to share some part of them where we could resonate and we could see how they have come up, in their life, and how can I learn something from him or her to take my journey ahead in life. That's the beauty of mental health matters drive. So yes, after the bigger announcement, the 10th of October, we would also looking at some celebration. So an online celebration, and that celebration is all about. When I say celebration, it is going to be all about music. So yes, we would be, having a musical show because music is something that it connects hearts. It is symbol of love, peace, care, togetherness. So stay tuned. We would be hosting a musical ensemble to celebrate, the big day of 10th of October, and most important, to embrace life. So I look forward. I invite you all for the evening at 8:30. We would be having various people on this particular platform who would be, coming up with various types. And let me tell you, they're from different generations. And let's hear. It's going to be basuri. It's going to be violin, and I'm not going to talk much about it. So said, I'm just going to keep mum. I'm just jumping out of excitement. Trust me, there is pressure. At the same time, there is huge amount of excitement because music is something that gets us rolling.
Absolutely. I mean, as I was listening to you when you were talking about celebrating life itself, and that's what we will be doing through this musical event that we are planning. And it's so apt. I mean, what you said, music connects hearts. If you ask me, music is the one real connector between humanity because you see, music is what the sound is same, the notes are same, no matter where you go on the planet. So it is something which really connects us as humans. So it's a wonderful thing that we have planned such an event on this occasion. And just a couple of points which I think really need to be highlighted, what you both shared right now. How this platform or how Tavamitram through this drive, is actually creating a space where people can share their experiences from their perspective. Because there are a lot of people who want to contribute in this field who are looking forward to helping the community at large. And through these platforms, it becomes so much more easier to come together, connect. And I think that's very commendable. And the second point is, which I really feel is how it is opening up the space for real conversations, how it is opening up space for what you can say, if you ask me, the need of the hour for mental health, especially, is it needs a lot more candor. It needs a lot more sunshine in our conversations. It needs a lot more unashamed and very enriching conversations around the many topics that Ekta just mentioned. So I think it's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing that we are going to experience, according to me. And exactly as you said, both of you, that we would be sharing different perspectives through these sessions. And it's what the audience is going to get is different creative ways to address the important issues in their life, address their emotional space, mental space. And that's really what this drive will be doing for the audience out there. So thank you so much, both of you, for sharing all that in detail. So, on that note, I would also like you to see if you both want to extend your personal invite to the audience to join us for this drive. Will you go ahead and do that?
Yes.
Sure.
So I would like to thank all the people, all the volunteers who supported this campaign, the Mental Health Matters, and it's coming from various countries, from Amsterdam to Europe to US to UK to Germany to India. I really want to thank you for creating a difference in the lives of people and having that objective to serve humanity. This pandemic has really created a lot of turmoil, and it's okay to say I'm not okay. But it is difficult to say that because I'm not used to say it because of my culture, because of my gender, because of my community, what they would think. So maybe you all coming in here from different parts of the world, you're actually giving a global perspective or global permission to accept, to adapt, to be okay, to be sensitive to your own self and move on in life, because this is a passing time. It's going to pass. A new time is going to come, a new beginning, and it's going to be a better place. And still, we could adapt and adopt to this new thing. It's coming, a new way of life. So I would like to invite all of you, and I look forward to see you at different programs, sharing different learnings to all of us. Thank you.
Thanks, Paras. That was really, really nice. Just to add in, as Paras has extended his, a warm invitation. Similarly, I would request everyone, all of you have so far helped us to reach 6,000 plus people. Our mission is we are looking at, not only across the globe, but within India also. I'm looking at, every common person to actually understand the importance of mental health. That's the vision, that's the idea. We want to build one world. We want to build, the emotions, stronger emotions. We're also looking at compassion, care, and contribution across the globe. So I would request, like we have different people joining from different cities who have opened their heart to Tawa Mitra. So I would request everyone to please help us spread this awareness, help us reach as many people, as many, in many different countries, there are many different cities within India as possible. Because the idea here is that talking about mental health is more a stigma. You can actually openly talk about how you genuinely feel. Expressing authentic emotion is very, very important, and that is the need of the hour. And what else? The nature has taught us that you need to really unwind. You really need to talk what you really feel, the authentic feelings. So I would request everyone to join us. We would be having these programs. It is there on our website. Every week we have roughly 2 to 3 programs. Let me also tell you, they are going to be mostly in the evening hours. So it is going to be after 7 p.m. so that you can complete all your work and you can, get on Facebook and join us. You can ask us questions during the programs. We would be happy to tell you. If you really want to look at the schedule, what is the program schedule, it is there on our website, which is www.tavamitram.org. So you can go on our website and you can check the schedule. You can get to know what is this program all about. At the same time, we have decided this time we have 2 programs in Marathi as well, and that's what the aim is. We would be even having programs in Marathi and Hindi. It's just not going to be English. So we're looking at as much as possible. We are trying to accommodate in our limited capacities to help us spread this awareness. And thanks for all your kindness and thanks for all your support.
So, just to add into what Ekta said, Paras, would you like to share, the form that we have on our website if someone wants to join us, join Tava Mitram as, so can we share that also on the screen in the chat box?
Yes.
I would rather add that on the screen if, it is there.
So I would also like to share with you all that the meaning of Tava Mitram is your friend. Aapka dost, tuja mitra. So if you would like to be a volunteer, if you want to support Tava Mitram in whatever capacity you can, if you want to support us with being a volunteer and be a digital volunteer and help us to spread the knowledge and awareness that we are offering currently and take a lead, because we all are looking at the leaders who can support us, and that could be a very good opportunity. So if you are looking to become a volunteer, अगर आप हिंदी हो, मराठी हो, गुजराती हो, कोई भी कम्युनिटी से हो, कोई भी लैंग्वेज, कोई भी भाषा हो, लेकिन आपको एक इच्छा है कि मुझे कुछ करना है लोगों के लिए, तो ये प्लॅटफॉर्म आप प्लीज जॉईन कीजिए. हा प्लॅटफॉर्म तुम्ही नक्की जॉईन करा. आपलं व्हॉलंटियर इन्व्हिटेशन आहे इथे. ती लिंक तुम्हाला दिलेली आहे, आपको लिंक दिया है. You have that link there. You can just simply fill in the details and we will connect back to you in a week's time. So it's a good time to just work for a cause, to support people, and we all need to survive in this space. So if you've not registered yet, the link is out there. Please go onto the website and join us as soon as you can. We look forward for your invitation. And also, we have Mitra Global Ambassador. So a lot of people have approached us from different countries that the program that we're running right now, My Mental Health, My Priority, and the website, they really love the concept, and they asked us that we want to have it. We want to run it in our country, in our local language. So we got two people from different countries looking at converting the whole website into a particular language and driving as a Mitra Global Ambassador for us. So if any other people are watching us globally, if you're interested to take a lead, please connect to us. Write to me directly, Dr. Paras at tavamitram.org or info@tavamitram.org. And if you want to be a Mitra participant, whether you want to join our programs, be a part of our group coaching sessions, you're most welcome. We'll be very happy. You can just simply do is to fill in the form, send it to us. We'll be happy to look forward to support you. So Ekta, do you also would like to share something?
Sure, Paras. That's a warm invitation from all of us. If you really want to join the drive of mental health awareness, please go. The email address is right on the screen. It's drparas@tavamitram.org. At the same time, it is also info@tavamitram.org. Something that I'm going to even call out for donations. Donation is just not about money. At Tava Mitram, we talk about donation of time. We talk about donation of skills. There's a beautiful, quote of Winston Churchill that I would like to read out. So if you don't mind, because I would have to read this out. We make a living by what we get, and we make a life by what we give. So this is the time. It's just not about I and me. It's about us, we. Let's think about our community. Let's think about how do we all grow globally together, because we are all together in this. So I invite everyone, whosoever wishes to donate your skill, donate your time, you can go ahead and join us by writing it to us, or by becoming a global digital volunteer. If you also want to go ahead and donate for this cause in the form of money, you can also go ahead and on our website and do it. So that's a warm invitation from my end. And personally, I feel things changed in me. I mean, just I'll take a minute here, Paris and Shalaka. There's a quote that goes very well with me. I always, because I have personally felt this, I've personally done this. We raise by lifting others. There's something in me shifts when I see a smile on somebody else's face. And this is something which I have truly, truly experienced. So try and see if you want to experience this space. And this is the time you can become a volunteer, you can donate your skill, time, and just see how things change within you. Thank you.
Absolutely wonderful. I must say thank you, Paras and Ekta, for sharing these wonderful thoughts, especially the two quotes that you just shared. They beautifully touch the community spirit as well as how we can look at life as a whole. Because right now, everyone is going through the process of rethinking a lot of things, and these quotes really bring in the community spirit, what we are trying to address through this drive. So, thank you so much for that wonderful opening session. And I'm sure the message that Tavamitram is trying to pass across the globe and in India, I'm sure it is going to be received very well. And I'm sure in that process, it will touch many, many more lives in coming days. And all are my best wishes with this campaign. Uh, because as we were talking about all these points, what just came to my mind and what was going at the back of my mind was at the end, what really matters. What really matters is we all are safe, we all are healthy, we all are happy, we are together, because together is always better. That's the message that we would like to drive. And so, on this thought, I was thinking of, for my closing remarks, a poem which I thought would be apt for our drive. So, if you allow me, I would just quickly read out that poem for everyone.
Look forward.
Yeah,
Go
absolutely.
ahead.
It's a beautiful poem which talks about positivity and hope. So I'll just read out. uh, Listen to the positive, the voice that talks you down, the ones that tell you they care and that they will always be around. And when you are standing on a ledge, they will be waiting for you in the wings, reminding you that life is full of hope and other things. So I really wish all your days be filled with hope, joy, positivity, and for you, for yourself, for the loved ones, and for the humanity as a large. So I think that's it from my side, and I would give the floor again back to you guys. Hello.
Paris, I'm unable to hear you.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, yeah. So I'm just trying to explain it to you that thank you for the lovely, lovely poem that you recited. And Ekta for the wonderful quote. I just couldn't stop myself to talk to you. One quote on togetherness. As Nobel Peace Prize winner A.I. Gore said in his acceptance speech, if you want to go quickly, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Seek everyone's blessing and support.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
So that was a fantastic quote, Paris. I really, really loved it. It's all about togetherness.
Absolutely.
It's all about unity.
Exactly.
Wow. Very, very
Need
powerful.
of the hour to uplift.
True that.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So, Shilaka, do you want to say something?
Um, Yeah, I mean, I think you both have touched upon almost all the points, and as you were sharing about the plan for the month of October, I was also curious, to check about the upcoming session that we are having tomorrow, and the title itself has intrigued me a lot. And I was thinking, Ekta, if you could really share with us, because I'm myself very curious. What's this topic that we are going to address tomorrow? What's it all about? It's very intriguing.
Sure. So I would request, first of all, I'm going to invite a warm invitation to all the audience who is watching us today. Tomorrow in the evening at 9 p.m. IST, we would be hosting a beautiful panel discussion. wait till tomorrow morning, because I'm going to then announce who is going to be part of the panel discussion. The topic is interesting. It is the soundness of mind, because tomorrow is 2nd October. So we would be talking the Gandhian way. But what's in it, I would request you all to just wait and see, because it's something really, really magical. Even I'm very excited to hear the views of the panel members. Differently, they've come across, I mean, they're going to come up with, they're going to link how mental health matters. So let's hear it from them tomorrow. So stay tuned and join us, everyone, tomorrow in the evening at 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. You can join us on our Facebook page. We also have a Facebook group, Tava Mitram. You can join our Tava Mitram group. We would be going live on our YouTube channel, Dr. Paras. Let me also tell you, if you have any questions you want to ask us during our live session, our panel members would be very, very happy to answer. So please go ahead and feel free to ask any questions. You can also reach any of us, Dr. Paras, me, or any of the members. And, if you have questions, share it with us, because I'm sure all of us out here are, we aim at sharing knowledge. We aim at sharing our own experience. And this platform is for the people and it's by the people. It's for all of us.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ekktaa, and thank you for keeping the suspense alive. I
want to tell you, but I can't.
I was given some details, but you have beautifully kept the suspense.
I have boundaries.
No, I'm definitely going to be there for that session. Really looking forward to it. And I would like to invite all the audience once again to join us in this wonderful series. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, taking your time, and being there with us. You've been showering your blessings and your support to this whole campaign and to the whole Tava Mitram team. So thank you, everyone, for that. And I would say thanks for joining today. Have a wonderful evening ahead, and look forward to engaging with you through this drive. Thank you, Paras. Thank you, Ekktaa.
Thank you. Namaste. Dhanyavad. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Thanks, Shalaka. Thanks, Paras. Namaste.
Thank you, Shalaka. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.